Welcome everybody to our show. We're thrilled to have you join us. It's kid-created, kid-filmed, and kid-friendly. On this episode, we have an exclusive interview with the peace officer. And we show you what to do when zombies attack. And we have the pleasure of hearing from an education activist and equal rights icon. The best part is that she's a kid too. All of that is coming up on Vid Kids. We'll start off the program with one of our correspondents interviewing a local sheriff's deputy and getting an inside look at what he does and what cool stuff he gets to work with. Take it away.
Hi, my name is Maya, and we're going to be interviewing Deputy Young today. How are you?
I'm great, Maya. How are you?
I'm great. What division in law enforcement are you in?
I work with the San Mateo County Sheriff's Office, specifically assigned to the Community Policing Unit and School Resource.
That's great. So, what's your daily routine?
My typical day is coming into an office, checking my voicemails, emails, the calendar for specific events we have throughout the day. And during the school year, I go out and visit my schools as a school resource officer as part of my job. I'm responsible for the schools primarily in the city of Millbrae, and I visit all of them to check on their safety and security.
That's great. So, what's your favorite part of this job?
Probably meeting all of the different people that I get to talk to every day, whether it be suspects, inmates, victims. When working with the schools, I deal with a lot of kids, junior high, elementary, and high school, and all of the administrators. So I like talking to people.
What's on your belt?
Well, we refer to this in law enforcement as our duty belt. And I'll start with my taser first. This is a taser, which has a laser and a light to it. And what it does is it shoots out an electrical current that disrupts the muscles in the body, used for protection. We carry a pager, which I get messages when I'm dispatched to a call. It gives me the information about address, who's calling, where it may be located on a map, and things like that. The next thing is my radio is probably the most important tool I have on my belt for me to communicate with our dispatchers and other deputies that I work with. From there, we carry an ASP, also known as baton. It's expandable and retractable. Another tool we use is called pepper spray, also referred to as OC. This is sprayed into a person's face to protect ourselves and others. Handcuffs, which all police officers carry to restrain the hands of people we take into custody, almost always behind their backs. Gloves for protection from bodily fluids such as blood and things like that. Of course, all deputies carry keys. This is just a small fraction of keys that I have for the many doors that we have access to. And then, of course, our handgun. Everybody knows our handgun and firearms. This is a 40 millimeter automatic handgun. I carry 2 extra magazines for my firearm, which allows me to reload more bullets if I need them. And then lastly, I carry a tape recorder, which I use to record statements from suspects, victims.
Wow, that's very cool. So, can we check out your car?
Yeah, let's have a look.
So tell us what's in your car.
Well, we're sitting in a 2014 Ford Taurus with the police package.
The Ford Crown Victoria served for almost 20 years as a police car. It was then replaced with the new Taurus. The Ford Taurus has 305 horsepower and the twin-turbo EcoBoost has 365 horsepower, while the Crown Victoria only has 250 horsepower V8. The new V6 engine proves to be more efficient and powerful.
We have our computer here. We have a light bar, which controls, obviously, the lights, the sirens, my radio, and I also carry a rifle and a shotgun.
Wow. So what's your favorite out of everything in here?
Without a doubt, my most important tool here is the computer. We get information from our dispatchers about where we're going, who's calling, and what type of call we're responding to.
How much do you think these tools help?
Quite a bit, because without these tools, I probably wouldn't be able to do my job.
Well, it was great getting to know a little bit more what you do on the job. Do you have any final words?
Thank you, Maya. I'd just like to remind everybody to be safe and make good choices.
And we'll see you next time.
Thanks, Maya. It's not every day you get to be inside a cop car. And thank you for sharing Deputy Young with us. Now this show is about to take a scary turn. Zombies are on the brink of attacking us. We're going to check in with our zombie expert and show you how to survive when the zombie apocalypse strikes.
Hello, my name is Maddie, and I'm going to show you how to make a homemade survival kit for the zombie apocalypse. Now, the zombie apocalypse is coming, and we all know it, so we want to be prepared. We'll start off with the clothing. You're going to want something that can protect your skin. Long sleeves will be great, like a jacket and cargo pants. With the many pockets you have, you can get extra room for necessities, but that's not all. You should also wear wrist guards. You'll need a helmet too. Next, we'll move on to the backpack. This is a no-brainer. A backpack is the easiest way to carry your supplies. The first thing you should grab from your house are Band-Aids. The last thing you need in a zombie apocalypse is an infection. Next will be basic survival tools, like how to start a fire. Grab some matches and some potato chips. That's right, I said potato chips. If you don't have any paper, greasy chips make a great kindle. Pack some healthier snacks to eat, along with some water. You should also bring some rope or bungee cords for pretty much anything, a blanket or sleeping bag for, guess what, sleeping, and some toilet paper for, you know. Now, let's get some zombie defense tools in here. You might find yourself in the dark a lot with no electricity, so you're gonna want a flashlight. And we won't forget the extra batteries. We're not gonna put these in yet, because I'm gonna show you a useful trick. Now, what we've all been waiting for, weapons. How do us kids make sure we're also ready to fight off flesh-eating zombies? Surely, some of you have played baseball, or you've been a scout. Now, with 3 very important tools and only 2 hands, how do we carry these, you ask? Feed the baseball bat through the other strap and tie it off if you need to. Next, tie the flashlight to your backpack. Lastly, the pocket knife can clip onto your backpack as well. There you have it. Now you're ready for the zombie apocalypse. Next, we'll walk you through a deadly zombie survival situation. Stay tuned.
Welcome back. Now let's check in with Maddie on how to survive the zombie apocalypse.
Okay, now that you have your survival kit, you can be ready for the worst. Let's walk you through a zombie scenario. You're just minding your own business, probably working on homework because you're such a great student, when suddenly, you hear that there's a zombie apocalypse. First thing you don't want to do is to corner yourself. Get out of any room that will leave you for dead. You remember that you left your survival kit in the storage room. Your first priority is that bag. Tip number 2, make friends. The more, the better. Tip number 3 is an important one. Always close the doors behind you. Zombies can still see and hear you, so it's best to be quiet. It doesn't hurt to have some serious supplies. Remember that you are smarter than the zombies. All they're thinking is brains. Tip number 5, use your brain to save it. Next, you'll need a car. The most important things you want in a zombie apocalypse vehicle are good MPG, good size to hold your supplies, and be able to take on a few zombies. Too fast. Too big. Perfect. You're going to want to drive to a safe place. It's a smart idea for your family to decide on a place to meet if something ever goes wrong, whether it's a zombie apocalypse or any other emergency. Some good places to make camp during a zombie apocalypse are a prison because of its protective walls, a treehouse because zombies can't climb, or an island because zombies can't swim. There you have it. You just survived an emergency scenario. When dealing with zombies, remember, always aim for the head.
Thanks, Mateo. It looks like we'll be well prepared for the worst. Now let's take a look into a special place featuring an even more special person. A couple of us were invited to Facebook headquarters to watch an interview with a 2-time Nobel Peace Prize nominee. Of course, I'm talking about Malala. Being a kid herself at the age of 17, she's a role model to us, all kids, and even adults around the world. Now let's check into Facebook and hear some testimonials from a couple of Vid Kids.
Are you excited to go back to school?
Yes.
Are you?
Yes.
Okay.
Kind of.
You remember the speaking event we went to at Facebook?
So your role is very important because you are the next generation and you will be the world leaders tomorrow. You would be the next generation who would be you will be elders tomorrow. So that's why you should think about it right now. And sometimes I get very happy to see the role of young generation from right now because I have seen many children who speak for education and who want to bring change in their society and want to see other children going to school.
So Malala spoke very highly of school and education and how excited she was to go to school. Why do you think she was so excited?
To actually get an education and because other girls can't get an education.
I think she was really excited to go to school because she never had the opportunity to where she lived.
It is education that can bring that change. If we have a curriculum, if we have this education system where we are taught that you all are equal, you should not discriminate each other on the basis of your skin color, religion, caste, creed, or any other thing. So I think that is very important. And that is why I love education, and that is why I'm asking that every child should be educated.
Do you know what the Taliban is?
Yes.
What do you think it is?
It's like a sort of gang or a mafia group.
They're actually a group of extremists that support terrorism and believe that women are not equal to men, that they shouldn't have the right to go to school. What do you think about that?
I don't think it's fair.
I think that's kind of wrong because everyone should actually have an education.
Did you know that when Malala was 14, she was issued a death threat from the Taliban because she believed she had the right to go to school? How does that make you feel, being a 12-year-old girl?
It's kind of depressing in a way.
Our dreams, it just vanished for a second and we had no hope. And we thought that for a second we won't become, we really won't. And I was thinking that I won't be able to become a doctor or do any other job. I won't be able to become an independent woman in my future.
Did you know that also when she was 14, a man boarded a bus that Malala was riding in and actually shot her in the head. The bullet traveled through the side of her head and down her neck. 2 years older than you, and she had to go through that. Now, after surviving an assassination, Malala continued to speak out against violence and the power of education. If someone wanted you dead for something, would you still want to do it?
Probably not.
What were the difficulties that I faced in my life and how we fought those difficulties and proved to the world that you can fight any kind of terrorism through your voice.
Very brave.
Do you think she's like a superhero?
Kind of.
Do you believe that education is stronger than violence?
Yes.
Now after hearing what Malala went through, are you excited to go back to school?
Yes.
Yes.
And what do you want to be when you grow up?
I want to be a vet.
Okay, so school would probably help out with that a lot. If Malala were watching this, what would you want to say to her right now?
Hopefully you still have an education for yourself and go big in life.
Malala, thank you for not giving up on fighting for women's education.
That's why I focus on education, because through education we can fight terrorism, not through guns and not through weapons.
That's it. We've reached the end of the show. I hope you had just as good of a time watching it as we did making it. This is Maddie signing off. See you next time.